You need to eat well. And so then Rinpoche always suggested 3 main meals a day and snacks if you get hungry, because you're putting out a lot of extra energy. And also in general, that's a good advice, because it's easy for your winds to become disturbed and out of balance. Your body is built of the elements. Your physical body, your flesh and bones is the earth element. Your lymphatic system and blood is the water element. Your circulation and is the wind element, and your digestion and all those things, your metabolism is the fire element. So we are made of these elements, and when you don't eat properly, the wind element can become out of balance very easily. And so Rinpoche always suggested eating 3 regular meals, but not eat that you need to eat a lot, but 3 regular meals and also snacks in between. If you feel you need something a little in between, it's okay. And that gives you a lot of stability with your winds. And so you don't become overly emotional. You don't become distraught and disturbed and, fall apart and all those things, which are symptoms of wind imbalance. And Rinpoche always felt that most people in the West have a wind imbalance. His opinion was that it came from not sleeping in our mother's clothing. That sounds weird, I know, but Tibetans, they wear these great big coats. It's so cold. And they put the baby in the coat. And the mother sleeps with the baby in the coat. And so they're just really close to the mother all the time. They don't sleep alone. And in the West and modern culture, we put the baby in the bed, in their own bed, even in their own room. And for children, it's a long way away from their mother, from when they're really little. And all that crying and disturbance, and we think, just let them cry until they go to sleep, but it disturbs the winds in the body. And so he always thought that we had this from our infancy, these kinds of wind imbalance. And he said Tibetans didn't have it until they came to the West. And they started to deal with their babies the same way, that they put them in the bed by themselves, and they put them in the room by themselves, and they just let them cry. And then the babies got wind imbalance. So that's something that he thinks we have generally as a limitation. And so his antidote for this kind of a problem was very regular food. Never miss meals, never skip meals. That was Rinpoche's opinion. Now these days, fasting is all the rage. But Rinpoche would have really not approved of that at all. Because though you might like that, it isn't within his system of health for the body. And so he wouldn't have liked that idea. And so then eating regularly and not overeating but not undereating, and also not taking stimulants and things like that are better for your wind imbalance. And then slowly we can become a little bit more stable by this. When the winds are disturbed, we become very emotional. That's the thing. So emotional that we can't function, and we overreact to things. We don't have enough stability to consider how we would like to react. We just react like knee-jerk reactions to many things. And this can cause lots of karmic problems on top of this. And so Rinpoche always encouraged us to be attentive like you would for a baby. If you leave a baby without food, they'll start screaming. And your body does the same thing. And so not leaving the baby without food, then your winds don't get disturbed and you have much more resilience to deal with your life. Okay.